Welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a part 2 of my very first AMD build, and the finished product is pretty much in front of you. Today the last needed parts finally arrived and the system turned out even better than I originally imagined. As you can see, it's full RGB. It's not addressable RGB, it's regular one. So it's 12 volt. The motherboard supports the header, and pretty much all the fans and the cooling system and the case is Cooler Master. Cooler Master just recently received a new line of fans, a new line of liquid coolers, and I decided to go with it. Originally the plan was I bolted on the the Cooler Master Hyper 212, the air cooler, but the problem that I ran into is that it blocks one of the RAM slots. So when I will be upgrading the RAM, which will be a bit later this year, I would have had to switch the entire cooling system anyway, so I just decided to do it now, to not be bothered taking everything apart, because right now everything is really compact inside of it, including the cable management. So to give you an overview of the parts that are inside, the graphics card is the Turbo GeForce GTX 1060 6GB by Asus. This is the card from my previous rig. It's still perfectly fine. It's a good card, especially for the things I need it for. But when the new flight simulator launches for later this year, then I will be upgrading the graphics card, probably for a Radeon 5700X. I think that's the name of the card, one of the top of the line, the Radeon cards. Regarding the fans, there are two different ones in the system. There are two front fans of one model, and there's two back fans from another model, but both by Cooler Master. The front fans are just recently released SickleFlow 120 RGB. This is a brand new product by them, and it's really amazing. It delivers great light. It has more LEDs than the previous models, and as you can see, it really delivers perfect lighting, in my opinion. And then there are two back fans, which are the Masterfan SF120R RGB. Those are also perfect fans. All the fans are 4-pin, so they're all PWM controllable. That's a very good thing. One of those fans is connected to the radiator, and I went also with brand new Master Liquid ML120L V2 RGB model. I actually nicked the newest SickleFlow fan and moved that one to the front, and gave the radiator of the Masterfan SF120 instead of the original that came with it. Not exactly a problem, and it works just as good. It's just I didn't want different fans all over the motherboard, all over the case. So now it's two same type fans at the front and two same type fans at the back. So it's cleaner that way. And then of course we have the power supply. The power supply is hidden. It's in the basement, so right now it's pretty much invisible. But there's also the power supply that was left over from a previous build, and I just kept it because it's a great power supply. It's strong, it's Silverstone, and it's fully modular. I couldn't ask for anything more. And I actually purchased all the sleeved cables a while ago for this power supply, so it's not going anywhere. And one of my favorite parts of the whole system, it's the G.Skill Royal RGB RAM. Those things are absolutely beautiful. The way the lights reflects from this design, it's I really hope many other manufacturers will pick this up. And an interesting thing about my GTX 1060 Turbo, as you can see, it has a backplate. Usually this card comes without a backplate, but I found a good company. It's called Cold Zero. They make aftermarket PC accessories, and they also make backplates. So that I was able to choose from 3 different types of backplates for the GTX 1060 Turbo, especially Asus, and I just chose this one. It's black and white, it's clean, and it follows the lines of the card. Easy installation, and it makes the card look much nicer than without. And that's the newest Master Liquid with the newest water pump design that Cool Master is proud of. So this was my video on my very first AMD build. The specs I'm quite amazed by. On Cinebench it scores almost 3000 points for Cinebench R20, and my former system, the 6600K, not overclocked, scored probably around 1400, so it's more than a double of increase in speed. So I am very pleased with my new system. And actually after this one I will be doing a small rebuild of my dedicated Windows XP computer, which you have seen, of which you can find videos. Thing is, I sold most of the parts except of course the motherboard, CPU, RAM, and let me see, yeah, pretty much that, and also sold the original case, the cube case that I had, and I purchased a small form factor case. It's by Antec. The model is that's the model number, and the reason is I don't need the XP PC to be flashy, and it was, so a small form factor case will do, and it will save a lot of space on my desk. So that's my next project. Thank you for watching. Until the next time.